Welcome to another episode of Clear English Podcast. Have you ever stopped to think about the people you spend the most time with? There's a powerful saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. At first glance, it might sound like just another catchy quote, but when you reflect on it, you realize it holds a lot of truth. The people around us don't just affect us in small ways, they shape how we think, feel, and act, day in and day out. In today's episode, Why Surrounding Yourself with Positive People Changes Everything, we're going to dive deep into how the people we choose to spend time with can drastically impact our lives. It might surprise you to learn just how much of an influence our friends, colleagues, and family can have on our thoughts, actions, and, ultimately, our success. Surrounding yourself with the right people, people who are positive, supportive, and uplifting, can propel you toward your goals, help you overcome challenges, and increase your overall happiness. But, on the flip side, if you're surrounded by negative energy or people who bring you down, it can have the opposite effect. Negative people can sap your energy, make you feel stuck, and even stop you from reaching your full potential. So, why does this happen? What is it about positive people that makes such a difference in our lives? And how can we intentionally surround ourselves with people who help us become the best version of ourselves? These are just a few of the questions we're going to explore in this episode. You may not realize it, but the impact of positive people is far-reaching. When you're surrounded by people who lift you up and encourage you, you're more likely to adopt a positive mindset. This positive outlook can help you see opportunities instead of obstacles, focus on solutions instead of problems, and stay motivated even when faced with challenges. Positive people are not just good for your mood, they're good for your mental health and overall well-being. Their support, encouragement, and enthusiasm are contagious. This kind of environment can help you not only achieve your goals but also push you beyond what you thought was possible. On the other hand, being around negative people can be draining. Negative energy is contagious too. If you're constantly surrounded by people who complain, criticize, or focus on the negatives, it can make you feel discouraged, unmotivated, or even anxious. Over time, this can affect your confidence, your self-esteem, and your ability to make positive changes in your life. It's not just about feeling down in the moment, being around negative energy consistently can chip away at your mental and emotional well-being. Now, you might be wondering, why does this happen? Why does being around positive or negative people have such a big impact on us? The answer lies in the simple truth that human beings are social creatures. We tend to mirror the emotions and behaviors of those around us, whether consciously or unconsciously. This is known as emotional contagion, the phenomenon where we catch the emotions of others. For example, if you're around someone who's always positive, enthusiastic, and optimistic, you're likely to feel the same way, even if you're having a rough day. On the flip side, spending time with someone who's constantly complaining or pessimistic can drain your energy and bring you down, even if you're in a good mood. But here's the good news, you have control. While we can't always control the people we interact with, we do have the power to choose who we surround ourselves with most of the time. This means we can make intentional decisions about who we let into our lives and who we spend the most time with. If you're looking to improve your mindset, increase your success, or simply feel more positive, it's essential to consciously create an environment filled with people who encourage and support you. So, how do we do this? How can we surround ourselves with positive people and create a more uplifting environment? First, it starts with awareness. Take a moment to evaluate the people in your life. Are the people you spend the most time with helping you grow, or are they holding you back? Did they lift you up, or did they bring you down? This self-reflection is the first step in recognizing who you should spend more time with and who might be better at a distance. Next, actively seek out people who inspire you. Look for people who motivate you to be your best self, who challenge you in a positive way, and who support your dreams and goals. These are the people who will encourage you to stay focused, keep pushing forward, and celebrate your successes with you. Surrounding yourself with individuals who embody these qualities will help you stay positive and motivated on your own journey. It's also important to remember that positivity doesn't mean everything is perfect all the time. Even positive people face challenges and difficult moments. What makes them different is their ability to stay focused on solutions, stay hopeful, and offer support to others. Positive people know how to uplift each other during tough times and keep their focus on growth and improvement, even when things aren't easy. So, whether you're looking to improve your mindset, boost your success, or simply feel more positive in your day-to-day life, the people you surround yourself with play a crucial role. As we dive deeper into today's episode, we'll explore not just the science behind this phenomenon, but practical tips for surrounding yourself with the right people. After all, creating a supportive, positive network is one of the best things you can do for your personal growth and happiness. Now, let's get started and explore how the people around us can truly change everything for the better. Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling exhausted, drained, or even a little bit sad, without fully understanding why? Or have you ever had a chat with someone and felt completely recharged, inspired, and ready to take on the world? It's funny how sometimes a simple exchange of words can make such a profound impact on your mood and outlook. The people we choose to spend time with have a remarkable influence on our emotions, energy levels, and even our mindset. They can either help us rise or drag us down, often without us even realizing it. I remember a time in my life when I was stuck in a particularly difficult situation. I had been working at a job that I didn't love and was surrounded by colleagues who frequently complained about everything from their workload to their personal lives. I began to find myself constantly feeling frustrated, tired, and even a bit negative. It felt like no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't shake the feeling of being stuck. It wasn't until I made an effort to distance myself from those negative influences that I realized just how much they had been affecting me. I started feeling lighter, more motivated, and even excited about my work. It was a true wake-up call for me. On the other hand, I've also been fortunate enough to be around people who made me feel the exact opposite. A few years ago, I met someone who had an infectious energy and positivity. Every conversation with them was uplifting, and they always managed to see the bright side, no matter the situation. Their outlook was contagious, and little by little, I found myself thinking in a more optimistic way. They didn't just cheer me on or offer words of encouragement, they helped me see things differently. When faced with a problem, instead of getting bogged down by the issue, they would ask, "What's the solution?" They helped me refocus my energy from complaining to solving, and that small shift in mindset had a huge impact on my overall happiness and success. The more I reflected on these contrasting experiences, the more I realized just how important it is to surround ourselves with positive people. It's not just about having someone to cheer you on when things are going well, it's about having people in your life who help you navigate the tough times. Positive people don't dwell on problems or obstacles. Instead, they help you reframe your thinking and encourage you to keep moving forward. They believe in solutions, and this belief becomes contagious. One particular story comes to mind when I think about the power of positivity. A few years ago, a close friend of mine was going through a tough time. They had recently faced a major setback in their career, and it seemed like everything was falling apart. But instead of focusing on the loss, they kept their head high and maintained a positive attitude. They would often say, "It's just a bump in the road, I'll figure it out." At first, I didn't fully understand how they could remain so optimistic in the face of adversity. But as I spent more time with them, I began to notice something. Their positivity didn't just affect their own mindset, it impacted everyone around them. I watched as they started to find new opportunities, reframe their failures as lessons, and eventually bounce back even stronger than before. Their unwavering positivity helped them get through difficult times, and it was inspiring to witness. It taught me that positivity isn't about ignoring challenges, it's about facing them with a mindset that allows you to overcome them. Having someone like this in your life can make a world of difference. Their attitude doesn't just inspire you, it changes your own perspective on what's possible. While the impact of positive people is clear, the effect of negative people is just as significant, but in the opposite direction. Negative energy can be toxic, not just to your mood but to your overall well-being. When you're constantly surrounded by people who complain, criticize, or focus on the negatives, it can begin to erode your own sense of hope and confidence. It's easy to fall into the trap of negativity, especially when it feels like everyone around you is doing the same. I recall a time when I found myself in a social group that was dominated by negativity. No matter the topic, there was always something to complain about. It was exhausting, and over time, I started to adopt the same mindset. I found myself focusing on what wasn't working in my life instead of what was. I was surrounded by people who believed that success was out of reach, and that belief began to seep into my own thoughts. But one day, I decided enough was enough. I started to distance myself from this group and sought out people who encouraged me, who saw the glass as half full, even when times were tough. I noticed a remarkable difference in how I felt. The more time I spent with people who were solution-focused and supportive, the more my mindset shifted. I began to focus less on the negatives and more on the positives. Instead of feeling stuck, I started to feel empowered to make changes in my life. This experience made me realize that we have the power to choose the people we allow into our lives. It's not always easy, especially when some of the negative people in our lives have been there for a long time. But it's important to recognize that your time and energy are valuable. You deserve to surround yourself with people who bring out the best in you. A few months ago, I made a conscious decision to surround myself only with people who lifted me up, people who believed in my potential and encouraged me to pursue my goals. The change was remarkable. I felt more motivated, more confident, and more positive. My relationships became more meaningful, and I started seeing real progress in my life. It wasn't that I had removed every negative person from my life, but I became more intentional about who I spent the most time with. By making room for positivity, I allowed space for personal growth. So, how can we all create an environment filled with positive people? It starts with taking a good look at the relationships we have. Did they support us, challenge us, and help us grow? Or did they drain us, hold us back, and leave us feeling stuck? The more you focus on surrounding yourself with uplifting, solution-oriented people, the more you will start to see a positive change in your own life. Take the time to invest in relationships that bring out the best in you. Seek out people who motivate you, who challenge you to be better, and who help you see opportunities where others see obstacles. Building a positive environment takes time, but it's one of the best investments you can make in yourself. Let's talk about how surrounding yourself with positive people impacts your mental health. We all know that life has its ups and downs. Some days feel like everything is going wrong, and it can be hard to stay hopeful. But when you're constantly around people who see the glass as half full, it becomes easier to focus on the good things in your life instead of dwelling on the bad. Positive people have an incredible ability to help you reframe your thoughts. They remind you that tough times are just a part of the journey, and with the right mindset, they can be overcome. I've experienced this firsthand. A few years ago, I was going through a challenging period in my life. I felt overwhelmed with work, struggling with self-doubt, and dealing with personal issues. Every time I spoke to some of my close friends, their words would bring me comfort, and they would remind me that this was just a phase. They'd say things like, "You've been through hard times before, and you came out stronger." They didn't minimize my struggles, but instead, they gently reframed my perspective. They reminded me of my strength and resilience. It wasn't just about saying positive things, it was about the way they shifted my focus from feeling helpless to feeling empowered. Studies have shown that spending time with positive people can significantly lower your stress levels and reduce feelings of anxiety. Their optimistic outlook acts like a shield, protecting you from getting bogged down by negativity. Positive people don't allow themselves to be consumed by stress, and by being around them, you naturally start adopting their approach to life. When they face challenges, they don't panic or worry excessively. Instead, they see it as an opportunity to grow. This mindset rubs off on you, and little by little, you start to see the challenges in your own life as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable obstacles. The impact of positivity on mental health is more than just anecdotal. Research supports it. A study from the University of California, for example, found that people who spend more time with positive, supportive individuals tend to have lower levels of cortisol, the stress hormone. They also experience higher levels of serotonin, the feel-good neurotransmitter. It's no surprise that spending time with people who make you feel good about yourself and your life can help improve your mental health. But it's not just about lowering stress and anxiety. Being around positive people can also improve your self-esteem. When you're with someone who lifts you up, encourages you, and believes in your potential, you start to believe in yourself more. Positive people don't just tell you what you want to hear, they remind you of your strengths and abilities. They see the best in you, even when you can't see it yourself. This kind of support can make a world of difference in how you view yourself. When you're constantly surrounded by positivity, you begin to internalize those affirmations and adopt a healthier, more compassionate view of who you are. I've noticed this in my own life as well. In one particular instance, I was struggling with imposter syndrome, that feeling that you're not good enough or that you don't deserve the success you've achieved. I confided in a close friend, and instead of offering generic reassurance, they shared specific examples of my strengths, talents, and accomplishments. They reminded me of the times I had faced challenges and had come out on top. It wasn't just empty words, it was a deep, meaningful reflection of my capabilities. And that made all the difference. I left that conversation feeling more confident, with a renewed belief in my abilities. Positive people have this unique ability to help us see ourselves in a brighter light, and that can directly contribute to improved mental health and self-worth. Another important aspect of being around positive people is how they help you manage negative emotions. Life is full of moments when we feel frustrated, sad, or anxious. But positive people don't let these emotions take over. Instead, they help you process those feelings in a healthy way. They don't dismiss your struggles, but they do offer support in a way that encourages you to move forward. They help you find balance between acknowledging your emotions and not letting them control you. For example, I had a tough conversation with a family member not long ago. The situation left me feeling upset and angry, and I didn't know how to navigate it. But a friend of mine, who always had a calm and positive demeanor, listened to me without judgment. Instead of telling me to just let it go, they helped me think about the situation logically. They asked thoughtful questions that encouraged me to look at it from different perspectives. This conversation didn't erase my feelings, but it gave me the clarity and emotional support I needed to process them in a healthier way. Positive people are experts at this. They validate your feelings but also help you find a way out of negativity. Their optimism doesn't dismiss the reality of your challenges, but it gives you the mental tools to overcome them. This is one of the most powerful ways positivity can impact mental health. It provides a framework for resilience and emotional well-being. In addition to all of these benefits, being around positive people also fosters a sense of belonging and connection. When you spend time with people who uplift you, you feel valued and supported. This sense of connection can protect against feelings of loneliness and isolation, which are often triggers for mental health struggles. Knowing that you have a network of people who genuinely care about you, who want to see you succeed, and who are there to offer a listening ear can make all the difference when you're feeling down. In conclusion, surrounding yourself with positive people has a profound effect on your mental health. From reducing stress and anxiety to boosting self-esteem and improving emotional resilience, positivity can create a ripple effect that extends to every area of your life. By being around people who focus on solutions rather than problems, you begin to see life in a brighter light. And the best part, this positive energy is contagious. As you continue to surround yourself with positive, uplifting individuals, you'll naturally adopt their mindset and outlook, and your mental health will thrive as a result. Now, let's talk about personal growth. Growth is something we all strive for, but it's not always easy to achieve on our own. When you surround yourself with positive people, something magical happens. You start to see opportunities you might have missed before. You begin to recognize your own potential, and most importantly, you're encouraged to step out of your comfort zone and strive for things you might have once thought were out of reach. Positive people don't just support you in the good times, they also challenge you to become better, even when things are tough. They help you see your strengths in moments when you're unsure of yourself. It's easy to get caught up in self-doubt or to focus on your weaknesses, but positive people are there to remind you of your capabilities. They focus on your potential and not your past mistakes. They encourage you to look forward and envision a future where you're living your dreams. I remember a time when I was stuck in a career rut. I had a job that wasn't fulfilling, and despite feeling unmotivated, I had convinced myself that it was all I deserved. It was a positive mentor in my life who challenged that belief. She told me, "You have so much more to offer, and I know you can do better. You don't have to settle for less than you're capable of." At first, I didn't believe her. I doubted my skills and thought I wasn't cut out for more. But she didn't back down. She pushed me to apply for new positions, to pursue projects that scared me, and most importantly, she made me believe in myself again. Her belief in me gave me the courage to take the leap and pursue a new career path, one that I'm passionate about. It wasn't easy, and there were times I wanted to quit, but because of her constant encouragement, I kept going. That's the power of surrounding yourself with positive people. They don't just cheer you on from the sidelines, they actively push you to take risks and go after your dreams. Positive people also help you develop a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed with time, effort, and learning. People with a growth mindset are not afraid of failure because they see it as part of the process of growth. They believe that mistakes are opportunities to learn, and that's a mindset they encourage in you as well. Think about it. Have you ever had a friend or mentor who encouraged you to chase your dreams, even when you didn't believe in yourself? That kind of support is priceless. When you're surrounded by positive people who have a growth mindset, you start to believe that anything is possible. They push you to see beyond your current limitations and realize that your potential is far greater than you ever imagined. They don't let you stay stuck in your comfort zone because they know that growth happens when we stretch ourselves. I've had several friends who have been instrumental in helping me grow. One of them constantly reminded me that I wasn't defined by my past failures, but by what I was willing to learn and how much I was willing to grow. She didn't just focus on what I was doing wrong, she pointed out the things I was doing right and encouraged me to keep going. She helped me reframe my thinking, and because of her, I was able to embrace challenges as opportunities to develop. Positive people also help you set and achieve your goals. They don't just leave you to figure everything out on your own. They provide you with the support and accountability you need to take action. Whether it's a small step or a giant leap, positive people will be there to celebrate your progress and help you stay focused on the bigger picture. They help you break down your goals into manageable steps and hold you accountable for making progress. They celebrate your successes, no matter how small, and encourage you to keep going when things get tough. For example, I had a friend who was determined to write a book, something she'd dreamed of for years but never thought was possible. She had the idea, the passion, but she struggled to start. So, she told me about her goal, and I encouraged her to take the first step, to write just 1 page a day. Every time we spoke, I'd ask her how her writing was going, and that simple accountability helped her stay on track. It wasn't just my questions that motivated her, it was the belief that I had in her. Every time I told her, "I know you can do this," she felt more empowered to keep going. Now, she's halfway through her first draft. And that's the power of surrounding yourself with people who believe in you and your dreams. Another aspect of how positive people help you grow is by expanding your perspective. Sometimes, we get so caught up in our own little world that we fail to see the bigger picture. Positive people, with their optimism and fresh outlook, can help you break free from narrow thinking. They offer advice that challenges your assumptions, help you see opportunities where you saw none, and open doors you didn't know existed. They offer solutions rather than dwelling on problems. Their perspective shifts your own and encourages you to think bigger, dream bigger, and reach higher. For instance, when I was considering starting my own business, I was nervous about the risks. I had a friend who had been in the entrepreneurial world for years, and her mindset was entirely different from mine. She didn't see risk as something to fear, she saw it as something to embrace. She shared her experiences with me, and in doing so, she helped me shift my thinking. Instead of seeing my business idea as a huge gamble, I started to see it as a challenge worth tackling. And with that mindset shift, I moved forward with confidence and a clear sense of purpose. In conclusion, positive people help you grow by encouraging you to see and realize your potential. They push you to take risks, challenge your self-limiting beliefs, and help you set and achieve meaningful goals. They provide you with the perspective and accountability you need to continue evolving. Most importantly, positive people help you believe in yourself when you're struggling to believe in your own abilities. With their support, anything is possible, and that's the true power of surrounding yourself with positive people. It's not just about what positive people say, it's also about the energy they bring. Have you ever been around someone who just exudes positivity? It's almost like a magnetic force, one that makes you feel better simply by being near them. Positive people have a way of uplifting others, naturally encouraging a sense of hope and motivation. Their energy is infectious, making even the most challenging moments seem more manageable and pushing you to keep going even when things get tough. When you're around someone who radiates positivity, you can't help but feel more hopeful, confident, and inspired to tackle life's hurdles. Now, consider the opposite situation. When you're surrounded by negative energy, it can have an entirely different effect. Negative energy is just as contagious as positive energy, but its impact is much less uplifting. If you spend time with people who are constantly criticizing, doubting your abilities, or bringing you down, you begin to absorb that negative energy. Over time, this negativity can drain your spirit, affect your mood, and even influence your behavior in ways that hold you back from reaching your full potential. I've experienced this firsthand, and I'm sure many of you can relate. There was a period in my life when I spent a lot of time around people who were always complaining, gossiping, or focusing on the worst possible outcomes. It wasn't that they were bad people, but their mindset was consumed with negativity, and it slowly started to rub off on me. I found myself feeling more anxious, less optimistic, and more reluctant to pursue new opportunities. What I hadn't realized was that the energy of the people around me was affecting my own. I had to make a conscious decision to step away from that environment, to protect my own energy, and to start seeking out people whose energy could inspire and lift me up instead. When I began surrounding myself with positive people, something incredible happened. It wasn't just about the conversations we had, but about the subtle shift in my own energy. Positive people have this way of helping you raise your vibration, making you feel more aligned with your goals and more in tune with your own potential. Their words, actions, and overall presence create an environment where growth, positivity, and motivation can flourish. I started to feel more confident in myself and my abilities, and that confidence spread into every area of my life, from my relationships to my career. The energy in our relationships is incredibly important, and it's not just about what people say. It's the vibe they bring into the room, how they make you feel, and the energy you walk away with after spending time with them. Some people seem to have an endless well of positive energy, always making others feel seen, appreciated, and supported. Others, however, seem to drain the life out of you, leaving you feeling exhausted, unmotivated, and perhaps even questioning your worth. Think about the last time you spent time with someone who made you feel truly seen and valued. You probably left that conversation or interaction feeling lighter, more energized, and more optimistic about your own life. This is the power of positive energy. It's not just about the words of encouragement, it's about the subtle, almost invisible force that comes from being around someone whose energy is aligned with positivity, growth, and possibility. Positive people have this uncanny ability to make you feel like you can conquer anything, simply by sharing their energy with you. On the other hand, when you're around someone who constantly brings negative energy, it can be just as draining. Have you ever spent time with someone who constantly criticizes, complains, or focuses on the worst-case scenarios? It's like a cloud that follows them around, and you can't help but get caught up in it. Over time, this can affect your outlook on life, making it harder to see the positives and easier to become overwhelmed by challenges. Negative energy has a way of subtly affecting your mindset, and before you know it, you're caught in the same negative spiral. This is why it's so important to be mindful of the energy people bring into your life. It's not just about what people say, it's the energy they give off and the way it influences your own. Positive energy can empower you to take risks, chase your dreams, and be your best self. Negative energy, on the other hand, can hold you back, create self-doubt, and make you feel stuck. I've learned that protecting your energy is key. It's essential to surround yourself with people who radiate positivity, who uplift you, and who challenge you to grow. These are the people who will encourage you, motivate you, and help you see your own potential, even when you can't see it for yourself. Positive energy is a powerful force, and when you're around it, you feel like you can take on the world. So, how do you protect your energy? First, it starts by being aware of the energy that you allow into your life. Pay attention to how you feel after spending time with different people. Do you feel inspired, motivated, and uplifted? Or do you feel drained, anxious, and stuck? The goal is to surround yourself with people whose energy complements your own and helps you grow. It's about choosing relationships that nourish your mind, body, and soul, relationships that leave you feeling more confident and empowered, rather than depleted. Energy is contagious, and it's essential to be mindful of the people you let influence your life. Whether it's family, friends, colleagues, or acquaintances, the people you surround yourself with play a huge role in shaping your mood, mindset, and overall outlook on life. Positive people help you grow, inspire you to be better, and make you feel capable of achieving anything. Negative people can do the opposite. They can drain your energy, create self-doubt, and hold you back from living the life you deserve. The next time you're choosing who to spend your time with, ask yourself, does this person lift me up or bring me down? Does their energy align with the positive, growth-oriented mindset I want to cultivate in my life? Surrounding yourself with the right energy can make all the difference, not just in how you feel, but in how you show up in the world. Positive energy is a powerful force, and when you choose to surround yourself with people who radiate it, you're opening yourself up to a life filled with endless possibilities and growth. So, how do you create a positive environment for yourself? It starts with a critical self-reflection. The first step is to start paying close attention to the people around you and how they make you feel. Ask yourself, are the people in my life supporting me? Are they making me feel better or worse about myself? This may sound like a simple question, but the answer can have a profound impact on your happiness and growth. When you begin to reflect on the relationships in your life, it's essential to be honest with yourself. Some people bring out the best in us, helping us believe in ourselves and supporting our goals, while others may leave us feeling drained, discouraged, or uncertain. If you notice that certain relationships are consistently dragging you down, it might be time to reevaluate whether they are still serving you. Letting go of toxic relationships can be tough, but it's necessary for your personal growth and mental well-being. Don't be afraid to make room for people who truly lift you up, who encourage you, and who bring positivity into your life. You deserve to be surrounded by people who celebrate your successes, offer support during tough times, and believe in your potential. This doesn't mean you have to completely cut people out of your life. Relationships are complex, and not every person who drains you is a toxic presence. However, it's important to recognize the difference between people who are simply struggling with their own challenges and those whose negative energy consistently impacts your well-being. If someone constantly brings you down and doesn't support your growth, it's okay to create distance. You are not responsible for their negativity, and you don't have to carry their emotional burden. Your energy is too valuable to be spent in environments that don't nurture your growth. The next step in creating your positive circle is actively seeking out people who embody optimism and positivity. Look for individuals who encourage you, who are excited about your success, and who motivate you to pursue your dreams. These are the people who will help you grow into the best version of yourself. Surrounding yourself with people who share your values and vision for your life creates an environment where you can thrive. It's easier to stay motivated when you are with people who believe in you, and who remind you of your potential, even when you doubt it. You don't have to look for perfection in others, but look for authenticity. The people who inspire you are the ones who are genuine in their kindness, who show up for you when you need them most, and who actively work towards their own growth. These are the people whose energy aligns with yours and who make you feel like you're capable of achieving your dreams. When you surround yourself with people who live by similar values, it naturally creates a community of support and encouragement. It's an environment where everyone is motivated to rise together, where each person's success becomes a shared celebration. Think about the kind of relationships you want to foster. A positive circle isn't just about who you spend time with, it's about the mutual support, respect, and encouragement that flows between you and those around you. A positive environment is built on trust, kindness, and a shared desire to see one another succeed. When you have a circle of people who genuinely care about you and want the best for you, it becomes much easier to stay motivated, even in the face of challenges. Creating your own positive circle isn't something that happens overnight. It takes time, effort, and a commitment to choosing people who add value to your life. Start by setting boundaries with people who drain you and actively seeking out new relationships that inspire you. If you don't have the support you need in your immediate surroundings, look for it in communities that align with your interests and values. Whether it's through social groups, professional networks, or online communities, there are plenty of places to find people who are on a similar journey of growth and positivity. The key is to be intentional about who you allow into your life. It's easy to fall into patterns of surrounding yourself with people out of habit or comfort, but remember that you have the power to choose who influences your mindset and emotional well-being. Surround yourself with people who challenge you in healthy ways, who push you to be better, and who provide you with a sense of belonging. These are the people who will become your biggest cheerleaders, offering support when you need it most and inspiring you to reach for your highest potential. As you start to surround yourself with positive, supportive people, you'll notice the difference it makes in your life. Your mindset will shift from one of doubt and hesitation to one of confidence and determination. The more you immerse yourself in an environment that nurtures positivity, the more natural it will become to adopt that mindset yourself. Positive people help you see the world through a lens of possibility, and when you surround yourself with them, you begin to view every obstacle as an opportunity to grow. At the end of the day, creating your own positive circle isn't just about the people you spend time with, but about creating a space where you can flourish. The people you choose to surround yourself with will shape your life in ways you may not even realize. So, make sure that the people in your circle are ones who lift you up, support your dreams, and inspire you to be the best version of yourself. When you create a community of positive, growth-minded individuals, you'll find that the sky's the limit for what you can achieve together. To wrap things up, surrounding yourself with positive people truly has the power to change everything. The people you spend time with are not just companions, they shape your mindset, influence your mood, and play a key role in your personal growth. Positive people bring energy, encouragement, and perspective, helping you stay motivated, boosting your self-esteem, and inspiring you to reach your goals. They create an environment where you feel empowered to thrive, learn, and evolve into the best version of yourself. When you surround yourself with positivity, you begin to see the world differently. Challenges become opportunities for growth, and setbacks become lessons rather than failures. Positive people help you see things in a way that propels you forward, even in the face of adversity. They help you focus on solutions, encourage you to keep going when you feel discouraged, and provide a safe space for you to be your true self. So, take a moment to reflect on the people around you. Are they lifting you up or bringing you down? Are they encouraging you to pursue your dreams, or do they fill your mind with doubt and negativity? If you want to feel happier, more confident, and more successful, it's time to surround yourself with people who radiate positivity. The energy you allow into your life will be transformed by the energy of those around you. Remember, creating a positive environment for yourself doesn't happen by accident. It requires intentional effort, but the rewards are immeasurable. The right people can support your growth, encourage your dreams, and help you become the best version of yourself. So, make sure that your circle reflects the kind of energy you want to attract. Thank you for tuning into today's episode. I hope it's inspired you to start surrounding yourself with the people who will help you grow, support your dreams, and push you to achieve your full potential. Surround yourself with positivity, and watch how it transforms your life. I'll see you next time.